Welcome back to School of Civil Engineering. This is Hedaetullah with another new video. As we have started AutoRebar tutorial series, detailing of the element of building by using AutoRebar tools with bar bending schedule. Okay, and in our previous lecture, till our previous lecture, I've just shown you that how we'll create that every detailing and also schedule with that. Okay, so in this lecture I'll just show you about that how we'll create detailing and also bar bending schedule for our slab. Okay, so that is our model. In first lecture I've just shown you that how we'll set up our every unit and how we'll download, install our AutoRebar tool here, and in our second lecture I've just shown you that how we'll create that cross section and also how we'll create its bar bending schedule here. Okay, here, and how we'll find out its quantity, and after that I have just shown you how we'll create our that foundation here, our foundation and our column detailing and also its bar bending schedule. And in our another lecture I have just shown you that how we'll create a beam detailing like that, and also how we'll find out the beam schedule. So when we have done that, now we have to create a detailing and bar bending schedule for our that slab. So for that, first of all, I'll go here home, I'll take polyline, and from here I'll just take a data. I'll just take a random data. Okay, I'll just take a random data, and we know that a bar will go from that point to that point directly. For bottom, I'm just considering like that, so it's okay. Okay, when it's okay, now or another bar will come from top, and then it will crank for bottom middle portion, then also it will crank. So I'll take a line like that, the polyline. So I'll just from here I'll go till top here, then when it's done, now I'll come till a certain point, and you know that from that point, okay, from that point its extension will be L by 4. Its extension will be L by 4. So I'm just taking a random value here. Okay, I'm just taking a random value, suppose here till that point. I'm just considering till that point. Okay, after, sorry, Control Z till that point. Okay, after that I'll stop ortho mode, and from that point to it will come till bottom with 45-degree angle, right, with 45-degree angle. So it's done. Now I'll just click here, and from here suppose I'll come to consider till that point. So I'll just go here with 45-degree angle. Suppose like that. So again I'll start ortho mode, and I'll go till that point and stop ortho mode. Now again I'll go here with 45-degree angle, 45, and then again I'll go till that section. Actually I'm just showing you like a by using a random value. I'm not going here to draw exactly. I have just showing you that how we'll actually draw that. Okay, how we'll actually draw that, nothing but it. So here, and I'll just create here. Okay, so if you see here, I'll press escape. Now see here, we have draw our rebar section. Okay, here we have draw our rebar section with crank bar. So our one bar will be a step and our another bar will be crank, and I'll consider our both bar spacing is 6. Our bar spacing is 6 millimeter. Okay, our bar our bar from one bar to another bar spacing is 5 inch. Okay, that means 125 millimeter spacing. Okay, now when it's done, then we have to give some extra reinforcement if need. Now we'll consider that we need some extra reinforcement here, so we'll just give some extra reinforcement here. I'll consider between two crank bar. Okay, between two crank bar I'll provide two extra top. Okay, and here I'll provide one extra top, and here I'll provide one extra top. So for that I'll go polyline. I'll just come here. Okay, I'll just come here, and from here that point to, I'll go that point to that point, and directly I'll come to that point, and I'll consider this is our one extra top. Otherwise we can reduce it till that point. Okay, this is our one extra top, right? Here I'll provide one extra top, and here I'll provide two extra top, and I'll just draw a extra top here, and after that I'll just here. So from that point to that point, then escape. Just see here, it's done. Now again I'll come here and I'll give a extra top here also. So here to here, and I'll just come to that point. So here it's done. Now I'm just considering that I'll provide extra top 1 here, I'll provide 2 extra top here, and I'll provide 1 extra top here. Okay, now the question is how we'll find out the number of that bottom bar, bottom state bar, bottom crank bar, and that top bar. Okay, so for that they have a good technique. First of all, you have to consider, suppose this is the length of your slab. Now you have to consider that what is the width of your slab. Okay, so if you see here, suppose if I see the distance here from that point to that point, it's showing here the 9250. I mean the total length of our slab is 9.25 meter. Okay, 9.25 meter. So I'll just consider that our bottom bar, okay, our bottom bar will be our width of that slab will be consider that it's 5 meter. Okay, consider, and just I'm assuming that it's 5 meter. So now as it is 5 meter, and also as we are considering that our the bottom bar spacing, I mean our that crank and the state bar spacing are 125 meter, 125 millimeter. So the spacing between two bar, okay, the spacing between two bar will be 250 millimeter, right? Same for that top bar. So if I take our calculator, our total width was 500 millimeter, 5000 millimeter. Now I'll just divide it. I'll divide it by 250. Then our estate bar will be 20 and our crank bar also will be 20, right? Our estate bar will be 20 and our crank bar will be 20. Okay, clear? So when it is done, I'll just close that. Now I will go here, AutoRebar, and if you are following my previous lecture, then you know that if we use polyline, then we can directly draw the rebar. So I'll just use rebar as we have select our polybar, and what will be the die of bar? I'll consider 10 mm bar. Okay, but bar die is 10 mm, right? Now I'll just simply select that. Just see here, our bar are ready from that point to that point. Okay, now again I will take the polyrebar. Okay, then select I have provided the dies 10, then enter, then select that bar. Just see here, our that crank bar are also ready. So I can say skip, I can select that, then I can go edit, and from here I can display local dimension. Okay, no, then okay, it's not showing any local dimension. Similarly for that one, edit, display local dimension, no. So it's done, it's not showing any local dimension for our good work purpose. So when it's done, let's just see here, when it's done, we have provided our main bar and crank bar. So first of all, I will just label it. So to label it, simply click a mark and first of all select that bar. Okay, select, after that take a point from that point to that point, and see here it's showing the it's showing total length of our bar, but it's showing n equal to 0. N means the number of bar, and it's 10 mm bar. Then I'll click edit. After selecting edit, and I'll give here, we know that number of bar is 20, right? The number of bar is 20. Then I'll give here the slab. Okay, I'll give it note slab estate B, estate bar, slab estate bar. Then okay, just see here 20, 10 mm bar, L n equal to 20 and L equal to the total length of the bar. Okay, now again I'll go for mark, then I'll select that bar. Okay, it's done. Now when it's done, then I'll take a line from that point to that point. It's showing the other length, and as they have 1, 2, 3, as they have 3, and 4, as they have 4 crank bar. Okay, as they have 4 crank, that's why it's showing us the little bit more length, and the length are more than that. Okay, now I'll just simply again select, then click edit, then I'll give a actually if our main bar is the bottom estate bar is 20, then our crank bar will be 19. Okay, because starting and ending will be estate bar. So 19, then click here the slab crank bar, then okay. Now see here, it's also showing that data, so you can also increase that. So just see here. Okay, I think it's clear. Now we'll go for our extra top. So here we have one extra top. Now how we'll calculate the number of extra top? Actually, if we have the crank bar, if we have 19 crank bar, okay, then for that side we'll provide one extra top between 2 crank. That means if we have 19 crank bar, okay, if we have 19 crank bar here, then we'll provide 18 extra top. Are you clear? So I'll simply click polybar and I'll give 10 mm, and from here I'll just select that line. Okay, so I'll just select that to check something, delete, but if you see that it's not selected, so I'll just Ctrl Z again. Okay, so just select that, and I'll just move it below little bit to make it perfect. Escape, then escape, and move it here little bit. Actually it will not affect our detailing actually, so I'll go here, polybar 10, enter, then select that one. It's not working actually. Ctrl Z, I'll go for rebar direct row, so I'll give 10, then 10, then from that point 10, and I'll go till that point and select that point. Actually it's not showing. See if I decrease that little bit, then see what happened. Actually maybe it's being overlapping, that's why it's not showing. 10, and then here to here, now it's showing. So I'll just go back, Ctrl Z, I'll just delete that, escape, then Ctrl Z. Okay, it's done. Now I'll just simply select and I'll move it little bit here. Okay, now I'll go for polybar. I'll select 10 mm, and sorry, Ctrl Z, I'll select, I'll move it again little bit down. Actually it's being overlapping, that's why it's not selecting the rebar. Okay, just close that. Now I will try the P rebar, then 10 mm, enter, then dia. Why it's not working actually? Close. Now if I go rebar 10 mm dia from that point to that point, and after that okay, consider that this is our the rebar, so we can select that and we can move that how much we required. Okay, so from here we can move it as per our required. Okay, as so it's done. Now I will level it, mark 1, then select that one. Okay, and just give here the data, select that one, and what will be the number of that extra top? Edit, it will be 18. Then okay, now for that bar, okay, for that bar I'll just simply take a rebar, then 10 mm dia from that point to that point. So I'll close that and I'll just mark, select in that side, then I'll give a mark here and select, edit. Now the question is, I have considered that here I will provide 2 extra reinforcement. Okay, 2 extra top between 2 crank. So what will be the value actually here? Here the value will be 18 into 2, that means 36. So edit, it's 36. Then okay, and we have the last one here, so I'll just move it here a little bit, then escape. Now I'll go rebar. Okay, I'll go rebar, then you can use rebar 10 mm, then select. Now it's in that set working. Actually they have no space for that side, that's why it's not worked, so you have to maintain that like that side. Okay, now I'll go here for mark. Okay, I'll select any of that point, and I'll go here. Similarly there will be 18, so edit, give an n 18. Then okay, so we have mark our total slab value, so after that simply, if you see here, it's showing 342 kg reinforcement for our previous work. Now I'll simply click here BBS to update our work. So here now it's up update, it's all data. Okay, it's up update all data for slab, and if we see here, it's now showing us the number. I mean, we need total 625 kg reinforcement. I mean 0.625 ton reinforcement we required. So in this way we can just draw our slab detailing like that, and also we can find out our quantity. Here it's showing this is for one bar, here for another, top, and here for our crank bar. Just see here, this is for our crank bar. Okay, and here for our bottom state bar. Okay, so in this way just we can work perfectly with that AutoRebar tool. So I think that was helpful for you, and also if you think that was helpful for you, then subscribe to our channel, and also like our video, share our video, and leave a comment. And also we are going to finish that tutorial series, I mean AutoRebar tutorial series, to detailing, building, and also estimating or scheduling or building different elements. So if you have any question or you have anything to know from it, I mean about it from me, so you can contact me. So thank you very much.